Hey, what's going on, y'all? It is a very special edition of Dickinson Sunday today, as it is the Belle of Amherst herself, her birthday. She was born on this day, December 10th, 1830. So it is a very exciting rendition of this Dickinson Sunday. And for the special occasion, I am making her recipe of lemon chicken and corn cake, which is essentially cornbread, but it's listed in there as corn cake. Might be a little bit different. We'll find out when I make it. But it is in one of her cookbooks, so I decided to stir up something that she would have made, like one of her favorite dishes. And I also bought her a cake from Publix. Shout out to Publix. But I am very excited for her tonight. It is kind of a national holiday. I am that nerd, but that is okay. But without further ado, let's read a couple of her poems. The second one's a little bit long, but it's not too bad. But with that being said, let's get it on. Frequently the woods are pink, frequently are brown, frequently the hills undress behind my native town. Oft a head is crested, I was wont to see, and as oft a cranny, where it used to be. And the earth, they tell me, on its axis turned. Wonderful rotation, by but 12 performed. Sorry about that, I lost my place when I looked back down. I was like, oops. But yeah, so this one's I think pretty self-explanatory. She's basically talking about the seasons and how the earth obviously spins on its axis, and they get 4 seasons, especially in Massachusetts. And then I think by but 12 performed, the 12 months of the year. I think that's kind of cool. So that is that poem. I like that one. Give me your guys' thoughts on that. But that one I think is pretty unique, the way she wrote it especially. I don't think most of us really think of writing about the 12 months of the year in that kind of way, so that's kind of cool. Okay, moving on to the second poem. The feet of people walking home with gayer sandals go. The crocus, till she rises, the vassal of the snow. The lips that hallelujah long years of practice bore, till by and by these bargemen walked singing on the shore. Pearls are the divers' farthings, extorted from the sea. Pinions the seraph's wagon, pedestrian once as we. Night is the morning's canvas, larceny, legacy. Death but our rapt attention to immortality. My figures fail to tell me how far the village lies. Whose peasants are the angels, whose cantons dot the skies. My classics veil their faces, my faith that dark adores, which from its solemn abbeys such resurrection pours. This one's a little bit harder to decipher. I think it's kind of about going to church. It's kind of on like a religious spectrum. Perhaps like the things she likes about church, but also there is death in there. Could be talking about, there is a life, hopefully anyway, after death, I think is what she's saying as well. It's a little bit hard. Some of the words I have to look up. But I know crocus is like a flower. It's like a plant. But definitely she's using like the sea as like a metaphor for something. So I think she's going on religious kind of angelic kind of poem. Especially in the last stanza where she goes, whose peasants are the angels, whose cantons dot the skies. My classics veil their faces, my faith that dark adores, which from its solemn abbey such resurrection pours. So I think there is, and it's beautiful rhyming, beautiful rhythm in this poem, as most of her poems are. But I think it's a religious aspect, but kind of a little bit harder time deciphering what this one is. At least 100%, but I do think it is on the religious point of view. I think her favorite things about church, her favorite people at church. So I think something along those lines definitely falls. But just let me know what you guys think. But those are our 2 poems for the day on this Dickinson Sunday. I'm very excited to celebrate the wonderful poet's 193rd birthday today. She definitely has inspired so many people, including me, and I'd like to meet those of you, at least, online in comment sections, whatever, talk about Emily. So we can talk about her poems, talk about what she means to you and means to me and all that fun jazz. So I will be posting, once I cook the dinner and get the cake set out, I will post a picture of those items together. I'm more excited about this birthday than mine, which is Saturday, this coming Saturday. So kind of ironic that I'm very into this birthday and not really much mine that's coming up. But I think this is a very exciting day. But with that said, I hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend, and I hope you have a great week coming up. And you got this. I know the holidays can be a little bit tough, especially with expenses and stuff like that. Don't stress yourself out. Do what you can. You got this. It's going to be a great week. Read some poetry. Read some Emily Dickinson. But I will catch you all later. Bye.